Hello, my name's
Hello.
Deluge. Oh,
Hello,
oh,
Deluge.
oh, hi. And who might you be?
I am NoraNekoart. I am your artist that you
The art
commissioned.
cat.
I'm the art cat. I am the one who creates the pineapple skulls. Do you have a name for that for the character that you kinda go behind?
That is Deluge.
That is
That is
Deluge.
Deluge. That is Deluge
Rockin'.
Ska. Sometimes he goes by Deluge Wisp. We're not entirely certain why.
Mhm. Mhm. I think the wisp part is why people thought that your character was just a floating skull.
I mean, for a while it was. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
feel like I needed a body. I felt pretty
Mhm.
good just being a floating head on the internet. But you know what? I was like, screw it. I want a body. And damn, my
Yeah.
body is hot. Like my god. I am
You got
jacked.
that hottie body.
Right? I got the drip, I got the style, I got the swagger, I got jelly hands. I make all the ladies, women, and in betweens fall on their knees and weep bitter tears of lust.
I love the jelly hands.
That's probably my favorite part. I didn't even consider like what his skin tonality would be, but
I I,
that
I
fits it
think your
pretty good.
see-through is about right. Like,
I
I think
Yeah,
it starts at like the shoulders. Like his neck is obviously still floaty, not jelly. Because how
absolutely.
does that work? What if I just redid your head just encapsulated in jelly? You're just a
Oh, that'd be
you're a
disturbing. That would be
you're a
like that
D&D
comic.
slime.
Oh god, that'd be like that comic where we all like, haha, your dad's a skeleton. And the guy's praying at night, he's like, please, let my dad have skin. And then his
Oh my
dad bursts
goodness.
into the room, it's like, son, something wonderful has happened. And he's just a skeleton that has skin on. And you're just like, oh no! It'd be like something like that. It'd be very disturbing.
Ah,
So tell me a little bit
mm,
about your artsy fartsy process. What goes
I
into
mean,
encapsulating all that is deluge in art?
the weird thing about my process is it's basically just drawing the same thing on top of itself until it starts looking good. So like the rough sketches that I tend to send you, I don't know if you're gonna include any of these in your
Oh,
video, but I send
absolutely.
you my I send you my rough sketches, and then I basically like draw some line art on top of that, and then I draw more line art on top of that line art, and then I do that like 2 or 3 times until I get a line art that I'm comfortable with, and then I color it like 2 or 3 times until I'm comfortable with the actual coloring. Like it's actually kind of a labor-intensive process that I'm trying to refine. And I've been working on it and I've been getting faster at it, but it's just it's drawing the same thing on top of itself over and over again and then coloring the same thing and then shading the same thing. So that's kind of my process. It's pretty basic. I have a lot of references that I use. So your uh for your character design, I went on Pinterest and I looked at a lot of like I think it's streetwear or techwear fashion.
Oh.
Um,
Oh,
in
that
order
explains
to
the
in order to get a
joggers.
proper yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah.
I tried to make them kinda strappy, kinda stylized a little bit. I don't know how to do shoes very well. I wish I could do
Well, they
better
look
shoes.
good. They
No, they
look
look
good. They're
good.
kinda like a what is it, like a high top, like, almost boot? I love them.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, uh, there are just some artists out there that are just so amazing at just doing, like, really cool, like, street shoes, and I am super jealous.
I
Like, I
mean,
wish I could just do that.
more you do it, the better you get at it. I mean, one of these
Oh, yeah.
days, you might be
Yeah.
designing shit for Reebok. I don't know.
Nah, I don't wanna be a designer for Reebok.
Yeah, fuck Reebok. They've never done anything for me. They don't even sponsor me. If you're out
Oh
there,
my.
Reebok, and you're listening to this, fuck you guys. I'm never gonna work with you. Alright, moving on.
I thought you were just gonna be like, "Fuck you, Reebok, but also sponsor me." It's just like, wow, okay.
But yeah, no, if
That
you want
took
to
a
hit me
turn.
up at pineapplewist at gmail.com for like any like I don't know promotional material, maybe a few ads I could run on my stream, you guys just let me know. I'll work with you. I don't mind. But fuck you guys. All right.
Anyway, I'd probably say that the most intense part of actually drawing pieces is blocking out the color and making sure the lines are separated. I mean, like there I'm looking at this piece and there are some points where like I ended up coloring outside of the lines a little bit and getting the shading a little bit weird, and I think I could probably clean that up a little bit more. But it also I'm I'm very keenly aware of every single little detail of this piece because I've looked at it for like 30 hours now.
Right? Like you're just like you're looking at your like murder board or whatever, and you're just
Pretty
like
much.
it's just like it's there's two fingerprints out of place here.
Pretty
But
much.
to
Pretty
me,
much.
like I'm pretty familiar with several different types of digital art, and I do like art in general.
Yeah.
But and to me, I don't really notice the quote unquote mistakes. They're not technically mistakes. It's part of the piece. But
Hmm.
for this, it looks good to me. Like, and I'm not just saying that because I like your art and I like working with you. I'm saying that because it's a legitimately good piece of art and I enjoy it.
I
Um,
appreciate that. And honestly, like the artwork always gets better for me over time when
mhm.
I gain more and more distance from it. So it's like you finish creating it and you're like, okay, it looks good enough to be called done, but also I can see all the flaws. And then like 6 months away, like you can come back to it and you're gonna be like, oh wait, wow, why was I so critical of myself? Like this looks pretty damn bomb,
I
if
know
you ask me.
exactly what you're talking about. I was looking at one of my earlier videos I put on my YouTube where I was talking about different weapon style combinations I enjoyed in a particular Monster Hunter game. And like when I was finished cutting that video, I was just like, you know what, this is shit, but it's passable. But I went back and I watched it recently. It's one of the most viewed videos on my channel right now at a
Yeah.
hundred something views. Not massive, but people have definitely peeked at it.
Mhm.
And I'm looking
Mhm.
at it, I'm just like, wow, I actually put a lot of hard work into that video, and it's actually pretty clean despite some minor audio stuff. Like
Yeah.
the things
Yeah.
I put out on my channel now are just so like half-assed in comparison, and it's just like, wow. Uh,
Yeah, it's really hard. You don't want to let the grind get to you and like force you to not put out the stuff that you want to be able to put out at the quality that you want.
right? That's
Like
what go for it.
that's a challenge.
That is a
Sorry.
challenge. No, that's okay. I was just gonna quote like this is actually a quote from myself. It's make things the way you want to make them.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Make things the way you want to make them.
That's all for. It's also that's the quote. That's the header of my my link tree. It's a link tree with two e's dot deluge dash wisp. That's linktree.com. Go ahead and head over there. At the very bottom, you'll find this button that says, "If you like my face and you're bad with money." That puts money directly into my pocket so that I can produce better and bolder content. And I'm not saying that to you, Nora. I'm saying that to whoever's listening. The invisible
It's okay.
audience. The ear
It's
of
all right.
many.
Our friends in the third person of the Discord call.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. I'm talking to you. Those
That's
shoes,
right.
they're a little worn out, but hey, they're comfortable. They look good on you too.
I'm really happy with how the cape turned out. The cape is
I wasn't
fire.
expecting the cape, but I do love capes. I know they're not practical and they're not effective, but they look so good. They give you a sense of gusto, a sense of
Yeah.
importance, a sense of heroicness, and I love it. I love it so much. That's my favorite part about G rank Monster Hunters is that just about every armor set gets a cape, and you're just like
Yeah.
yes, 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 yes. You know, because in high rank they're few and far between, but in G rank it's just like every other armor set. Like if it's a Blade Master armor set, it'll have a cape or it'll have some like some cloth
Mhm.
physics on it or something. It's just like c'est magnifique. I will hunt this monster and I will craft its armaments to make myself look the dope.
I love it.
Shout out to my viewers in France. I hope you guys are good.
Hello, viewers in France.
I don't know how to say hello in French.
Bonjour.
Oh, bonjour and guten Tag. Wait, that's German.
That
Ah, well, I
that's
overplayed my
German.
hand. Let's just roll that back real quick. Oh, tell me about the
Mhm.
suspenders.
Oh, I don't know. I just kind of threw those in there. I thought they looked cool.
No, I mean like
Um,
the way that it starts off with that bright yellow and then it kind of fades to that like, kind of orangey color. What do you call that?
like a gradient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
so I had a couple of different like generalized ideas for the suspenders.
Mhm.
Really, I felt like there needed to be more color kind of from the waist down because I didn't want just color up in like the hoodie harness, I guess is what I could call it,
Yes.
and like the little metal buckles down in the bottom.
My
So
tactical drip.
yeah, I was thinking of like doing like maybe a pineapple lanyard situation, or
Oh, or like a
or
wallet chain or something.
yeah, something along those lines. But it just started feeling too busy when I went with that, so I
Hmm.
just kind of went with the gradient to kind of call back to the pineapple up top.
No, and I love that because yeah, it definitely gives you a little bit extra color in the lower thirds of
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
piece, and it's just I love it.
Yeah, trying to keep the whole color scheme all together was a bit of a challenge, because like I wanted to go darker. Um, and also it's something that I definitely learned from when I did the heart head that took me forever, is I can go too dark. There is such a thing as going too dark and you cannot actually see the picture anymore. But that's because I like use my computer screens on like a million percent brightness,
Ah,
and like I'm every black is just entirely washed out.
know exactly what you mean. I've gone through so much hell because my primary monitor is an Asus, and so it's like an actual
Mhm.
computer, like LED. But my secondary monitor is a Samsung TV, and getting those two to color sync, oh my
Oh
god!
my
I think I
gosh.
ripped out some of my beard hairs, just out of pure frustration trying to figure out how
Oh,
to match the colors on that.
that sounds unfortunate and uncomfortable.
It was time for a
But
shave
yeah.
anyway. I got scruffy.
So yeah, like I was working on your heart head, and it was
Hearthead.
looking just fine on my Cintiq.
Eh,
Like it was looking glowy, it was looking really cool. And then I export it and I send it to you over Discord, and it's just an entirely just black like logo head. And
right?
I'm just like, oh no, um, this seems to be a bit of an issue. And this was at a time when I was still getting your commissions to you a little bit late, and I'm thinking I'm doing better at that
Oh
now.
no,
Um,
you're doing very well. You're doing very well.
but yeah, so that was a big learning experience for me, where I had to actually like keep things like making things look dark and black, but also not going like all the way black. Like only going black for accents or like very super dark pieces. It's just it's a process.
It is. No, it truly is. Like a lot of people say when like I want it black as night. It's just in
Oh,
reality, you
well,
no, you want
then
some
then
grays in there. You want some
yeah, you're
fucking
not gonna see
variants. You want
anything.
some depth.
You're not gonna get any sort of definition. It's just gonna be a
Exactly.
silhouette.
Exactly. And that's definitely where the I don't know, would you call that a gradient or would that just be shading if you vary the shades of colors?
Just shading.
Just
Yeah.
shading? Hmm.
A gradient like is like
Is
ombre
exactly
there.
from one color
It
transitioning to another?
well, no, you can a gradient is also just black to white. Like
Oh.
shading is just a combination of gradients. It's both. It's
So it's
both.
more transitory than it is like
Yes.
all right,
Yeah.
all right.
So it's just transitioning smoothly from one color to another is a gradient. But
Got you.
yeah.
It reminds me, what is it? Those I've forgotten about this entirely until I saw those suspenders. Going back to the
Mhm.
gradient, like what is it? Those like rainbow bracelets you used to get in like party favor bags, like way back in the day.
Like silly bands?
Not silly
Or
bands. They were
no,
like actually woven, and they had like a little latch on top.
like friendship
I
bracelets
guess
or
I don't know. I never had friends,
oh,
so
yeah, neither did I.
yeah, right.
Um
Oh god.
no,
But who
like
needs friends? We have the internet. But no,
aren't
like
we friends now?
I.
We're friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
No, we're not just business associates. I like to think we are good friends.
You know, you were like literally the first commissioner that I ever had. I don't know if I still have the original pineapple skull that I did for you back in high school, but that was a
I
fun time.
I thought I had that in my Google Drive, and I don't.
Oh,
But it you sent that to me on Facebook, so I'll look through that timeline because we don't chat
I'm
a
gonna
whole
go
bunch
look
on
on
Facebook.
Facebook
Yeah,
right
go for it.
now.
Go for it.
See
Because
if
I
I
thought I
have
had
it.
that in my Google Drive. I also used to have like a bunch of resume and other like schoolworky stuff in there, and that's not in there
Oh my
anymore. They
gosh.
must wipe your drive every once in a while or something, because I don't know
I
what's
don't
up with
know.
that.
Either they wipe your drive or you need to wipe your own drive.
I never wipe my own drives.
Speaking of Facebook, I just got my first Facebook memory of me being in band.
Ah, how was that?
Nice. Uh, I mean, it's just a photo, and we're in some sort of parade.
Uh, oh,
Um,
oh, oh, that takes me way back, way too back,
yeah,
way
right.
too far back.
Way too far back. All right, we don't
Right?
need to go that far back. Um, but I do need
What
to
did you play?
search.
Was it like the saxophone or something?
I
Was it
played
a flute?
I
No.
played the flute.
Oh, okay. What else?
Uh Played the flute, and I did play the saxophone a
Okay.
bit because the fingerings are the same, I think,
Um,
or very similar.
right. Cause yeah, it's got that key layout. Actually, what key is the flute in? Is it the same key as the saxophone?
Oh, I think it is. Yeah.
Anyway, that's off topic.
Sure.
Bum, ba-da, bum, bum.
Did I send you that one? Ta-da!
I'm gonna wait for it to appear.
Okay, that's one that I sent you. There's one.
Are you gonna send that to me on Discord, or should I be looking at the accursed Facebook?
Well, it's not. It's not. Come on, man. I guess you commissioned me more than once in high school. You commissioned me
Did I?
for one with like 2 knives on it.
Oh, I remember. That was actually just after I graduated. That was the tattoo I was gonna get. I
I
still never
found it.
found the time to sit down for like 7 hours to actually get a tattoo. Oh,
There's
whoa!
one.
I remember that. I think there was also one that had like more blue to it. I remember that one.
Yeah, right
That was
there.
my
I
yeah.
found
That's it. That
them.
was my phone background for
Oh
like
my
6 years.
god.
Oh, I love those. I might bring those
Oh.
back at some point. Cause
Yeah, you better.
you can make those into like was it? It's like PNG where the background's transparent.
I'd have to go around the edge and do that manually because
I
of
don't
the way that
mind the
they're
white
saved.
outline. It's it's nice.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like I could totally do it.
Oh, sweet. Anyway, again, that's
Yeah.
beside the point. But oh, I love those as well.
Those
Those
are
are
so
really cool.
cool.
I love the
That is a
flowery eyes.
that is a throwback right
Oh
there.
yeah, that's wow, man. That's bringing back all kinds of memories. Things I thought I'd forgotten long ago are resurfacing, and I don't like it. But I
Oh
also
no.
do like it. It's weird. Oh wow, and he actually has a bottom jaw in this one. That's so weird.
Yeah,
I haven't had a
right?
bottom jaw in like 4 years.
Oh my gosh. We've had a couple of interesting conversations when it comes to the bottom jaw of your character.
Oh, how so?
Well, I know that there was a time when like I wanted to do your armor and I wanted to put the bottom jaw as like the neck part of the
Oh
armor,
yeah, it's the Gorget.
and I was pushing really hard for
You
that. You were not
were.
feeling
I was
it.
just like, no, no. I don't want to look like the like hungry hippo version of Skeletor.
I mean,
I
I think it looks cool still.
no, it probably honestly it probably would have been dope. But if you were going to do something like that, I'd like to incorporate like some kind of helmet. I feel like
Mhm.
that'd be like a nice little like berserk throwback because you know when like the
Mhm.
head goes
Mhm.
over him when he berserk armors up, like the Gorget on that armor is the hound's jaws. That'd be really cool.
Hmm.
Oh,
Gosh, I hope you
speaking
can find this
about
in a higher
berserk,
resolution.
did you hear we're getting 2 chapters next month?
I did not
Yeah.
actually. I have not been keeping up to date with Berserk.
I forget his name, but Miura's close friend and colleague, a guy that's actually helped him draw the eclipse in Berserk, is actually he's picked up the flag. He's working with Miura's team, and with the permission of Young Animal, he is now continuing the serialization as the original creator envisioned it.
Oh wow,
Exactly.
that's really cool.
Yeah, people were talking like rumors, and I'm just like, I think they're just gonna end it. I don't think like I think Miura's team, they're probably gonna stay with Young Animal. They'll probably start an entirely new project, you know.
Mm.
But no, like his like really close friends all like, hey, let's do this. He would want
And
me to
then
do it. He's talked to me about it. I've helped him with it before. I know exactly where the story's going, and he would
I
like
love
totally
that.
bash me if I didn't do it.
That
I'm
is
just like, yeah.
wonderful.
I don't know. I burst into tears. I think it was last week just before bed.
Mhm.
One of these guys I followed who does Berserk related content posts Berserk is back. I'm just like, okay, let me look at this. And about 5 minutes in, after he's done explaining like what this random live stream is at like 4 o'clock in the morning, is it's just he tells me what's going on. I'm just like I fucking I burst into tears. I had no idea. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh my goodness. Berserk's getting an actual end. I thought it was done. Oh god.
Well, this is super cool.
Indeed. Have you considered drawing anything Berserk-like?
Like you mean doing like a comic?
I mean, possibly a comic, but I mean like in the style of like the manga, because there's obviously there's like Berserk inspired art out there. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're like a huge Berserker or not. I don't know. Never asked.
Well, I mean, I have a lot of respect and a lot of just amazement at like what manga artists can do with their shading and their styling. And a lot of it does go into like screen tones and pan tones to get the style just right.
Absolutely.
But it has never been my strong suit, and like every time I try to learn, I always get just so disappointed. I know a lot of I know a lot of artists that I've met are super into drawing like JoJo inspired stuff.
Yes.
Lots
Just
of
gonna say
JoJo fans.
yes. There are several artists I've hit up specifically because of their JoJo content.
Oh my gosh. They're awesome. They do great work.
They really do.
But I think my strong suit really relies on my color work and my ability to do like really really cool like coloring and styles like that. And that's where I put the majority of my time when I do artwork.
Honestly, yeah. Like, in all honesty, I have to agree, especially when I was relearning how to edit videos, is you're better off just leaning into your strengths than you are trying to do
Mhm.
things you're not so good at. I mean,
Mhm.
there is room for improvement in all aspects, but if
Mhm.
you become an all rounder, then you won't specialize in anything.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that.
I've been really doing a lot of watercolor artwork.
Oh.
So, like real artist shit, you know, not being digital.
Whoa. Not
Being
this
digital artists
plebeian
are real
artist
artists.
shit. We're talking hardcore downtown Southpaw artist
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna basically just destroy my reputation in the art community before it even starts. Yeah, self-sabotage. Let's go.
Let's go.
Um,
Well, I was the person retweeting not safe for work stuff right after I posted about like being live on Twitch. I mean, if that isn't a self-sabotage, I don't know what's good.
I don't know either.
Was it a
You're
lot
the
of the
one who's
people?
playing Rocket League when you're supposed to be drawing, but
Oh no, why would you do this? Why would you do that? I would scold
because
you, but like it's your free time and you're allowed to do whatever you want. So
that's
as long as the
fair.
comp
Yeah.
gets done on time, I don't got a leg to stand on.
Well, I don't got a comm from you right now.
Oh, I
And
can
it's not
fix
like I
that.
do that when I'm working for you. Never ever. No way. I would never admit that.
Right? I see. Well, actually, you're on Xbox, so I can't like snoop you or anything like that. So,
It's the
what's
perfect
your Xbox tag? I have Windows Gaming. I mean, I
Oh
could snoop you over there.
no.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey. What
Hey,
I do draw for you, I do draw in like 12-hour stints. It's how it goes. Like either you're feeling it and you're into it, or you're not feeling it and you need to go play some Rocket League.
no, and I totally get that. Like, there's no reason to
Mhm.
burn yourself out. And a lot of times I don't. I give you very loose deadlines because very rarely do I need something done like immediately. Like,
You got to give me hard deadlines, man. It's hard for me to do stuff without the hard deadlines.
I'll give you real hard deadlines. Then I'll make
Yeah,
them as hard as
just
possible. Like
be
like
be angry
60
at me.
minutes. I need this done in 60 minutes.
Okay, that
Or
is too hard of a deadline.
what about like 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's a better
Okay.
deadline. I can do that.
So that's what I mean by soft deadlines. It's like if you get this done in about 2 weeks, that'd be great. And so
I
if you
remember
get
the
it done in a
first
week,
deadline.
that's
It's like
fine.
you gave me like 6 months to do it. I'm like,
Right?
wow, okay.
Right? I was just like played it fast and loose and I rolled the dice on that one. But
Oh my gosh. But
I mean,
that was like beginning of the pandemic. Like there was
yeah.
a lot going on
No, yeah.
that
And
I did not
what was
realize I
it?
was being affected by.
No, like, oh, seriously. I'm not going to get into that right now. But like, weren't you like trapped in Japan for like a good week and a half or something?
Actually, a whole extra month.
A whole month.
So
Ugh.
we at the we were gonna go to Japan in over March, my mom
Mm-hmm.
and I.
Yep, yep.
Um, and we went to Japan for the whole month of March of 2020,
Yeah.
and we know what happened in March of 2020 for America. But Japan's COVID numbers were actually still relatively low.
Oh,
Everything was starting to close down, but like, people
right.
were actually willing to like mask up
Yeah,
and,
well, that's like
do the
that's a
things to do to
cultural
protect their community.
difference. Yeah, there's a cultural
Yeah,
difference in Japan.
exactly.
If you're sick and you go to work, well, you wear a mask so you don't get your coworkers sick.
That
In
is exactly
America,
how it
if you go to
works.
work and you're sick, you just sneeze all over people and you get everybody in the office sick. And then,
Yeah,
like
something along those
I strung
lines.
a guy up by his thumbs 2 years ago because he came to work sick. I strung him up by his thumbs and I left him there. He's still
I don't
there
know if
probably.
I don't know if that's true, man.
Well, we'll never know, will we?
I
But
guess we will never know.
wear the mask and we won't have to find out, will we? Anyway,
But yeah, so like I we decided to stay an extra month because mom could afford the Airbnb. Very like props to my mom for being able to afford an Airbnb for a month on just
shout out to
on
the
no
Art
notice at
Cat's
all.
mom. Hashtag mom for Art Cat.
Yeah. Um so we stayed for an extra month because it felt safer to be there, and we stayed in Osaka. And we just kind of hid in Japan for a month.
Were you
And
guys
that's
like
how it went.
raiding the vending machines and stuff? Like late
Oh
at
my
night?
god. I miss the vending machine coffees. Did you know vending machines in Japan dispense like
Actual
hot
coffee?
canned coffee?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's glorious.
It's oh my
There
god.
was one at the Winco for a while that would like do a French press and you get like cold brew and stuff out of it. I'm just like,
Well,
oh,
no, so it's not like it's gonna sound less and less good the more that I describe it, but it's
go
not like they
on.
brew the coffee in the machine. It's that they have canned coffee.
Uh-huh.
You would get like cold brew coffee in a
Hmm.
can sometimes. You can
I
get that in a
only
vending
drink
machine.
coffee out of a can.
Like their vending machines would have styles of cans that just remain hot. Like there's a little heat pack at the bottom of the can, so when it dispenses, it stays hot for a little while.
That's so cool.
Uh, the coffee is not brewed. It could be like 3 weeks old. It could be 6 months old.
I mean,
As
it's
long as it's
coffee.
shelf stable, it's fine.
I mean,
But
coffee's better with age anyway. It's like wine.
exactly.
Yeah, like I let
But
my
yeah,
coffee sit out on the counter for like week and a half, and then I drink it.
I really miss the specific taste of the canned coffee preservatives in in
They're
in
addictive.
Japanese hot coffee. Oh my
It's
gosh.
not the caffeine you're addicted to, it's the preservatives.
And now I only well, I mean there's like a taste, There's just a
No,
taste.
I absolutely get it. Like, was it because transitioning from life in Europe to life in America for me, like the first thing I noticed is that everything over here is really salty. Like there's salt
Yeah.
in everything. I'm just like, why?
I
That
didn't
and
know you
like
spent time in Europe.
I was born in Europe actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm British American.
Oh, whoa, that's really cool. You don't
Yeah.
have any sort of accent. When did you move over?
I've lived here for almost 17 years.
So you moved over like
Age
early to
5.
mid elementary school?
Yeah.
Oh, so not even elementary school.
No. Well, I was
Huh,
like preschool.
cool.
Yeah.
Huh. You learn something new about friends every time you talk to them, I guess.
Yeah. What was that? I always tell people my grandmother was Welsh. Yeah, because they would always
Mm.
ask about her accent.
My great granddad immigrated from Russia to avoid getting drafted into the White Army, and that's pretty much the only cool thing about me.
High five.
High five indeed.
Yeah, like well, all of my friends are like they're either like German or they're just
Hmm.
like I have no idea what I am. So you being Russian is actually really cool. That diversifies my friend group quite a bit.
Do you have any connections back in Europe that you like?
There are a few. I've got some cousins I hit up every
Hmm.
once in a while, and there's my uncle on my father's side who I hit up every once in a while, who's actually a really cool guy.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't plan on ever going back, but I mean I might visit
Hmm.
if when welcome. There's a whole divorce situation going on, so
Oh dear.
yeah, or
Whole
that went on.
drama.
A little bit of drama, not so much so. It's got more to do with the fact that my father remarried, so it's just like
Mm.
there's not like any hostility or anything, but it'd definitely be weird going back there being like, "Oh, hey guys, how you doing? It's been like 20 years, but it's great to see everybody." But yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't.
no, like, literally whenever someone comes to visit from out of state for my family, since I'm, like, the youngest person in my family, like, you always get hit with the, "Oh my gosh, is that Nora? I haven't seen her since she was this tall," and they, like, have it
Pinch your
down to their
cheek. It's
knee.
just like,
It's like,
get away from me.
"Come on, you saw me, like, at least, like, 6 or 7 years ago back when I was in high school, so, like, it's not that bad."
Do you not look
But
at Facebook? Come on now. I've been posting selfies every day for the last
I
15 years.
I post nothing on Facebook, I'm
I
terrified of
haven't
social
touched
media.
Facebook since 2018.
I got told once in my childhood, "Don't post anything you don't want your grandma to see," and I second guessed every single post ever in my life
I
from that
mean,
day
general
forward.
rule of thumb is that anything that ends up on the internet is going to be there forever. You can delete it, you
Exactly.
can block people, you can remove it, but somebody's archived it somewhere.
Isn't that terrifying to you? Like, I
Not
don't
really.
understand how you can do that.
I
Like,
Well, the
how
reason I
you can store
started
all this
streaming
stuff.
is because I wanted to record the memories I was making with my friends.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the whole
well,
reason I started streaming.
that's super
That and
cool.
this epic douchebag who I followed since like late high school. He was actually like sexually abusing his fans and stuff, and like
Oh.
I was in a pretty big into that community. Like I'd hang out in his
Oh,
streams.
no.
I've been watching him for like I think 7 years at that point. Like I'd you know retweet his YouTube videos and shit, and it's just like how
I'm
could a guy?
sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry to hear
it
that.
gets super weird because like his best friend, like there's so much to this. Like his best friend, like he helped him move out because they were streaming together. So like they'd split the cash for like the streams and stuff when they got really big. And so he helped him move out of his parents' house with like epic hoarders. Their house was basically like a garbage dump. He was working at like Papa Murphy's or whatever, just barely making it. And it's just like, dude, he gave him enough money to get him out of his parents' house, get him his own place, get him away from all that garbage. And then he does a Mr. Steal Your Girl on him. He steals his girlfriend from him. And he still has to like stream with him and stuff. Because like if he doesn't get the money from the streams and he's gotta go back to working with
Oh,
his living with his parents, and it's just like, how could you do that to somebody who was your best friend? And so I was just all
just
like,
drama.
exactly. No, it was bad. Like we're talking
Ugh,
like some of them were underage too. So we're talking like FBI, like
that's
federal
horrible.
detention, like that boy is probably gonna get beat up all the time, and because
Mhm.
like it's one thing to be a snitch when you're in the big house. It's not too bad. Maybe somebody will shank you once, and it's like "Die,
Mhm.
snitchy, stitchy. It's like show me your stitches, snitch. But like if you're a pedo, if you're a toucher, like
I've
they
heard
will.
that is kind of a
Uh
death
huh.
sentence. You
Oh
gotta be
yeah.
in some sort of protection program.
They typically put them in solitary,
Oh,
or
really?
yes, or if what they do is really really bad, they put them in sub. They put them in sub general, which is
Mhm.
like means that like there's just like a few other people in that particular thing, but usually they get beat to hell anyway.
I thought they had some sort of literally like protection program in prison where they just give you like a new name and your file is basically sealed to other prisoners or something like
That is
that when your
true,
time is.
but that does only go so far.
I don't know.
Because like
You
when
watch
you
a
get
lot of Larry
in,
Lawton. Have you ever
oh,
seen Larry Lawton's YouTube channel?
I have not. Could you link
He's
that to me at some point in time?
Yeah, he's a jewelry thief,
Oh,
who talks a lot about being in federal prisons
oh,
and
very
life in
interesting.
federal prisons.
Yeah, 'cause I like my stay in the system's only been at state level, so I don't
Yeah,
know what goes on in federal. I don't want to know what goes on in federal. But I know it's not fun.
it's not fun.
No,
I don't think it does not sound fun, I gotta say that. Alright.
I mean like when I was incarcerated, like I hated every minute of it. But I look back, it's just like basically I was just in college. Like I had a dorm room, like there were books. Like my roommates were all really chill people.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad. You got TV time. You could work out. You could walk around the little like 16 by 25 concrete slab they had out like in the middle of the freaking thingy. It wasn't bad. Bad. But
Was it a place, like, in town, or were you taken, like, more into, like, a forest
oh
area, like, where the
no,
camp kind of.
I was in like an absolute like straight up like prison, like straight up.
Mm,
This is a county
hmm.
lockup, hardcore big boy jail. Like oh The one thing I did hate though, one thing I absolutely hated was that every time you went like in or out of the dorm, you had to strip naked and you had to like
Oh.
bend over and wiggle your asshole to make sure nothing fell out.
Mm.
That got real old real quick.
I'm sure. I'm really sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that does not sound fun. My only
Uh,
experience
eh.
with prisons is one time when I was driving back from camping. My phone
Mhm.
had absolutely like no signal um to get Google Maps to work. So when it finally did get like a shred of signal, it loaded up the craziest route home.
Ugh.
I was basically driving out. I think it. I was up in Washington, and I
Mhm.
think it was. I can't remember which forest because it's not the Mount Hood National Forest because that's Oregon. But I was basically driving out, and it took me on this like super back way dirt road, like completely unfinished. And then all of a sudden, I see signs like no guns, restricted area, like
Oh no.
danger, oh, next XYZ feet. And I'm just like, what is going on? Am I allowed to be driving on this road? And at this point, I'm like 10 miles into this road. Like, I can't
You're
really turn
committed.
back. I just kind of gotta follow through and
Yep.
commit. And I'm like, am I gonna get in trouble for driving this? And it was just driving past a prison. It was just super intimidating, like the 10 miles getting there.
I mean, that sounds about right. You don't want a bunch of yahoos showing up being like, "Is this the prison?
Is this the
Do
prison?
you guys have a gift shop?" You know?
I'm turning myself in. I accidentally took the road and I did not listen to the signs.
uh,
Eventually I passed by it and things turned out fine. And it's not really a experience with the prison, but it was just kind of it was a surprisingly aggressive
aggressive.
road trip. We'll call it that. A
Yeah,
surprisingly aggressive road trip.
indeed. Oh, no, no, no.
You good?
I am good, actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Me too.
Oh,
With my wine glass of Monster Energy.
oh, so classy. Let me just put the pinky up on my can. There we
It
go.
is it is very not classy. It is still in the can. The can is just in the wine glass.
Fabuloso. Avant-garde.
Well, I don't want to get my wine glass dirty.
Well,
I want to be able
heavens.
to reuse it for the next can.
Exactly. Heavens forbid. Like, what are those drink cozy things? Do they make one, like, that's in the shape of a wine glass?
I mean, I could make one in the shape of wine glass. I'll crochet it.
Oh, hell yeah. I forgot, you do the old crochets.
I do all of the
I remember
arts.
that.
Like,
I caught you at lunch one time crocheting.
oh my gosh, I was so dramatic um in high school about like doing my art commissions over actually doing my schoolwork because I was making $20 for the art commission and zero for the schoolwork.
Totally fair.
I mean, it's true.
I mean,
It's
for
how
me,
it is.
no, exactly. Like, for me, it's like, I never do my schoolwork mainly because it's just all like, I have to work like 10 times harder than everybody else. So I'm just like, why do it in the first place? That's a lot of
Yeah.
effort, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, because there'd be people that like never study or whatever, and they'd be like, they get A's and shit, and I'd study my ass off. I'd be all like, you will get a passing grade. I'm just all like, well, I worked harder than this, you know? So it's just like, a lot of Skyrim, a lot of DMC4, a lot, a
Oh my
lot of
gosh.
Risk of Rain. Like, way too much
I
Risk of Rain.
miss Skyrim so much. You ever think that they're gonna come out with an Elder Scrolls 6?
No, they're just gonna keep patching Elder Scrolls Online, or updating Elder Scrolls
Mm,
Online. I don't think they'll
fair.
ever make another, which sucks.
I hear that like I mean I'm pretty adamant about following any sort of update from Bethesda regarding Elder Scrolls 6 and there's a lot of talk about it coming out in like 2024 after is it Starbound?
Yes. Yes, that's the new
Yeah.
one.
So
Starbound
they're
looks interesting as a concept. I don't think I'll actually play it though.
mhm.
Like between the streaming and the this and the that and the other things, Luge don't got a whole lot of free time on his hands. So
Yeah.
I have to be very selective in the games that I play.
Yeah, that's super fair. Even I don't have much free time and I'm unemployed. Um,
Oh no, I believe me, when I was unemployed, it's just like, the fuck, I don't have any free time. I'm not going to school. Why don't I have like, you just don't know where the
what?
time goes.
I just do like a bunch of odd jobs, like whatever jobs I can get my hands on, I do.
That I
Um,
would love.
you know,
I wouldn't mind that at all. Like I used to do some handyman shit, uh, just after high school before we moved back to Portland. Uh,
mhm, mhm.
yeah, I used to do some like handyman shit for some apartment complexes down the road. I just walk over there and be like, "Hey, what's wrong with this?" "Oh, yeah, screwdriver. Yeah, I fixed that." Not even getting paid by the hour.
Oh, that sucks.
Uh, yeah, but like sometimes I make like $200 a day. I'm like, yeah, all right, that's fine. Oh, you know what? Speaking of games, give me a
Yeah.
brief gaming history. You can go by either title or console. Just like from
Oh
what
my
you remember
gosh.
first to what you remember last. Just be as
I
general as
mean,
possible.
I did start out as a PlayStation kid. I had a
Oh,
PlayStation 2.
whoa,
I did.
whoa.
And I used to I mean very early memories, like early childhood. I remember like doing the whole like pass the controller back and forth whenever you die between your friends. Did you ever do that when you were
I
like a
would do that
kid?
with my brother all the time.
Yeah, so I don't have any siblings, so like I had like a group of neighborhood kids that I would hang out with.
Oh, you had hood rats? Ah, I never
Well,
had hood rats.
a little bit. But so
I
my
guess they
friend
call them
Zach would come
homies
over
now.
and he was much better at video games than I was. So I would die and then he would play for like 15 minutes and then I would play for 5 and die and then he'd play for like 15 minutes.
Lols.
And like we would play games like I remember Sly Cooper was a really big one for us.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love the Sly Cooper
Was it? My
franchise.
brother got that for Christmas one year. I
Oh my
remember we would like
gosh.
trade back and forth, like we'd do like between missions and stuff. And
Yeah.
like he'd like be super ace at all the puzzles, but I'd do all
Mhm.
like the platforming and sneaky stuff. And so like together as one, we were like an entire competent Sly Cooper. Because I sucked at the puzzles, but like
Oh
I was
my
really good
gosh.
at the combat and the platforming, so we
Not
complement each
to
other like that.
not to hate on Ratchet and Clank or Spyro, but I think Sly Cooper does not get anywhere near the amount of love it deserves because
On
of
all
those two
honesty,
games.
yes. I am entirely in agreement with that because
Like
I never
like
played
Sly
Ratchet
Cooper
and Clank
deserves more.
or Spyro when those were like a thing.
Yes, so that makes us unbiased, yeah?
Exactly. Also, another game that doesn't get nearly enough love is Ape Escape 2. Oh my god, I played
Oh.
the absolute mother of bejeebus out of that game when I got that for Christmas. Like, it was so
Mhm.
fun. Like, there's collectibles, you get cookies, you get like lore from like the past game, like you get comics and art. And it was just all like, it was an experience.
But yeah, so Sly Cooper was definitely like the first formative game
Indeed.
in my gaming history. And then of course there was like Prince of Persia and you get into the Assassin's Creed games like early like Brotherhood and stuff through
Yeah,
like
yeah,
middle
yeah.
school. Um and then I think my dad got a job with like Xbox tech support or
Whoa.
something like that. It wasn't really great. It was a call center job. He
Still.
did not stay with it for long, but
Yeah,
that got us
no.
an Xbox 360.
Nice.
Um
That explains why you're filthy Xboxer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, PlayStations are more expensive and
They're
like,
also better and superior in every
you
way, shape, and
know,
form.
you know, you're right. But you don't have to rub it in.
Rubbie rub.
Um I would really love to play a lot of the PlayStation exclusives.
Bloodborne.
I'm actually more of like a handheld gamer
Oh, really?
for a lot of my like middle school and high school years. Like
Did you
I
ever
have
touch
my
Monster Hunter?
no.
Then you
No, that
didn't
was
do it
not my
right.
style. Shut up. You're hurting me. This
I'm
is
sorry.
aggressive.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm just a huge. I like to consider myself a born again Monster Hunter, but we'll get into
Uh-huh,
that later.
uh-huh. Have you heard about the church and cult of Monster Hunter?
I have. Would you have a moment of your time to talk about the Church and Cult of the Wigglerhead?
I'm sorry, I'm already in the church and cult of Genshin Impact, but also I'm not. So,
Vomit, vomits, vomiting, vomited. All right, you were saying?
yeah. So, oh jeez. Um, Kingdom Hearts was also kind of a big one, but I didn't like. I had a lot of game time playing video games, but I was never good enough to actually finish a lot of the video games that I got. So like I remember playing them, but I don't remember like finishing them.
I know
Um,
exactly how you feel. Like
I had a
Kingdom
lot of
Hearts was
rhythm
the
games
same
for the
thing.
PSP.
Yes.
Um, I had a Nintendo DS XL, which I played a lot of puzzle games on.
Oh,
Oh, I
lucky.
loved Professor Layton games. Professor
Oh, do
Layton games
tell.
were the best.
What
Oh, I
about
loved
Phoenix
those so
Wright?
much. I have I think the first Phoenix Wright game, and then I also got Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton.
Oh, and how was
And
that?
so it was fun.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
think that was among the games that I have not finished yet because I still own the game. Um,
No worries, no worries.
and what else? What else did I do? I had a Connect. I still have a Connect for my Xbox. I have like a
X-Backs.
converter because the Connect is discontinued.
Lols.
I have an Oculus Quest that I play Beat Saber on. I like a lot of rhythm games. I tend to do a lot of rhythm games like Dance Dance Revolution. There was a game on my PSP that I played called Patapon, which was basically like a rhythm game. Then
Interesting.
Beat Saber's a rhythm game.
I feel like I'd be better at rhythm games, like if like, because a lot of times it's like I sync up to like the beat, but like the
Hmm.
rhythm, like the inputs that you do don't sync up to like the beat or the song for whatever reason. They're like it's its own little thing going on like with the song, so it never really like my brain never really understood what was going on
I'm
with the game.
surprised as a former band kid.
Right?
That's not a more common thing for you, but that's okay.
It's just like I tried them. Like I did the whole Guitar Hero thing, the whole Rock Band thing for a while. I just like I
Hmm.
never really understood like what's going on here because it didn't like follow the rhythm of the song. Isn't that what's supposed to happen?
I mean, it follows different rhythms within the song, so sometimes it'll follow like the rhythm of the voice line, and then it'll follow the rhythm of the
Okay.
drum line, or the guitar part, or whatever is kind of prominent or prominent in the background,
Gotcha,
and
gotcha,
just
gotcha.
stuff like
So
that.
that's the thing. That's a huge thing with me. It's like I can follow the beat really well, but I'm not too good at like syncing up to like the different melodies. But I could keep
Just
with the
going
beat
boom, boom, boom,
pretty
boom,
much.
boom,
Well, all I
boom,
listen
boom,
to is
boom.
like synthwave and ska, and like the huge thing with that both beat
That's fair. That is very fair.
beat and bass.
What else? Oh yeah, when we got the Xbox, that was my first experience with Skyrim and RPGs.
Hell
And then I got
yeah.
really into like fantasy RPGs, so I played The Witcher, I
Witcher's
played
good.
Skyrim,
Skyrim's good.
just those two, nothing else. What
No,
else did
you
I play?
played
What's
the
in my
best
Steam
ones
library?
because there's like just a bunch of
Yeah,
shitty ones after that. Well, not as good. I don't want to like talk smack about games I haven't
I
played.
played Guild Wars 2 for quite a while.
Oh,
That but that one's more like high fantasy. I really like kind of like
I'm familiar with the franchise, but I've never played it personally.
yeah. Looking at my Steam library now, I'm like, what do I
Lols.
got?
That's cheating.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, I'm a cheater then.
No, okay.
Um,
Well, you don't have to tell me everything you played, but there's
I
like
will.
transition like periods between like. Did you say
Yeah.
you start off on PS2, then you went over to
And
the
and then
Xbox?
puberty hit, and I hit all of the dating sims.
Oh hell yeah! Did you ever play How to Fool Boyfriend?
No,
That's the one where you date a pigeon.
no, I did play Dream Daddy though. That one was fun,
Oh, Deadliest Catch.
and that was the one that the Game Grumps made.
Oh really? I didn't know they
Hmm.
made stuff. I just recently,
I
was it
think
a
it was the
year
Game Grumps
ago?
that made it.
Probably. It was just like a year ago. I found Starlight Brigade. I'm just like, this song's amazing. Dan Avidan. Oh, they make music. So
I want to
yeah.
make sure that's right. Don't quote me on that. Who made Dream Daddy?
Hashtag Art Cat. Waiting for your. Waiting for
Okay,
you
it is
to.
the Game Grumps. Oh, thank
Okay,
God.
hashtag Art Cat right. Everybody. Hashtag Art Cat right down in the comment section, please, and thank you. And for those of you who are just listening to this as background noise, I know who you are, and I will find you.
Bitch. I gotta ask though, who's your Dream Daddy in this scenario?
In
I'm
what
sending
sense?
you. I'm sending you
Oh,
the different daddies.
whoa. I gotta go with number 5. He
Hmm.
seems clean, classy, but
Ah.
not too poncy. Maybe a
Mhm.
bit athletic.
Yeah, he is a bit athletic.
And but definitely let me like not like steer me away from my passions, but definitely drive me towards like something that'd be like a more tangible career option in my future.
Nice.
I get good energy from
Yeah,
that, bro.
even in dating sims, I go for Brian. I go for Brian,
Oh, is that
apparently.
number 6?
7 actually. He's the larger guy with the beard.
Gotcha, gotcha.
That is
Nice
that
beard
is
though.
6, right?
Nice beard.
Yeah, right.
Right, I
He's
love
just
that number
happy.
3
I
is
like
just
him.
Dudley from Street Fighter. Like straight up. He's got the mustache, the bow. Only thing is he's not like he doesn't have a boxer haircut, but like he's got the same energy. He's got that chiseled jawline. I know what's
Mm.
up.
Oh,
So after the dating sims, what happened? What happened to NoraNekoart?
oh, then I just went on to nostalgia only and
Yeah, that's what my
nostalgia
brother's at right
forever.
now. He's just buying back his childhood in small pieces.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I bought a PS2 off of my friend for like $20.
Oh,
I
I would
rebought
have
my
given you
entire
mine for
PlayStation
free.
2. Well, no, I mean this was years ago now.
Ah, got you.
Yeah.
I've got
Like
I've
this
got
is
the remake of the PS2 that's like the little one,
mhm.
just sitting around. I don't have any PS2 games.
Yeah. And I play a lot on my computer. I play League of Legends with my friends. Don't at me.
Oh,
Um
but I also play League of Legends. I didn't know you
you
did
play
that.
League of Legends
I
too?
play League
Okay.
of
I get
Legends, yeah.
I get very different reactions when people say I play League of Legends cuz you know how League of Legends is.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. I play the
Okay,
squid
neither am I.
guy and I go jungle and I just kind of fuck around in jungle and then I start yelling at my team like, "Why are you guys
Which
losing?
good
I'm
guy?
killing everything in the jungle. Why are you guys losing?" You know?
I do know. I am wood tier in League of Legends. I have a
Oh,
negative.
I
I have a negative elo.
I was about to say, what is that? Like, cause I'm at least silver.
No, I am not even silver. I am very bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, you don't ever play with me. That it will it
It's
will turn
not
you into a
like.
smurf.
Well,
Um
I know what that term means, by the way.
oh
It's just it means like you make a new account, but you already know how to play the game, so you're basically
yeah,
just smashing newer players. Like it's like twinking in Dark Souls, essentially. But
pretty much.
no, to me
But
that's funny is that you actually think that like, oh, what is it, Smurfing? Like even if I did show up and I was silver rank, you were wood rank, nobody would think I was smurfing. Simply
uh,
because I just do not know what I'm doing with Mr. Squid
it's fair,
Guy.
but also I'm just saying that I am that bad. Like I'm pretty sure
Oh.
half the people that I play against when I'm playing on my own are just bots.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for me, it's not about winning or losing. It's
Mhm.
about having fun.
Yeah.
So after League of Legends, what's up?
Well, and more. I mean, we're
More and
kind of up to
more.
my current gaming scenario, and I've actually moved over a lot more into like board games. So I play like, I have a pretty good collection of different board games. I have
Oh no. Oh no, she's going into the collection. Look out, everybody.
no,
Run.
I'm not. I'm
What? Look
not gonna
out.
do that.
I beg of
Fine,
you. Look out.
fine.
She's
We don't.
pulling out the board games.
Oh my god. Then I guess we're not doing my collection. I thought
No,
you
I
just
want to
wanted
hear.
content.
I can't put you on blast for like 5
No,
seconds. I'm sorry.
no.
I put that look. I put down the blaster. Set the
It's
phase.
only
It's
Monopoly.
locked. It's
Just
not coming out
Monopoly. I
again.
have
I swear.
30
I swear.
copies
I
of
won't.
Monopoly.
Finger's not even on the trigger. I'm not even looking at the
One
blaster.
copy of Scrabble,
Uh
30
huh.
different copies of Monopoly. That's my entire board game collection.
All
Sound good?
right. So what's after
30
board
different copies of
games?
Monopoly.
uh,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so I just board
so
games
you
are all kind of like copies of each other at the end of the day. So you got so
roll
I
your
have
dice, move your mice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um I have some pretty cool ones though. We recently got some Dixit games, which are card association games. We got like Mysterium, which is another kind of card association game.
All right. All right.
Um,
All right.
we got Hues and Cues, which
Here's some
is
cues.
Oh my gosh, I actually really like Hughes. It's more of a party game. It's less of like it's less of a strategy game because we do have quite a few of those. But it's like you have to describe a color in one word. You can't use basic color names like I choose blue or green or yellow. Those are against the rules.
Blue,
You have
I
to
choose
say-
you. Go!
You like draw a
When I
color
flip
and you
my
have
hat
to describe
around,
it.
it's like a switch. It's like a switch, man. Anyway,
You draw a card and you have to describe one of the colors on the card and you have to use one word to do it. So you can say like Shrek. And everyone else goes around the board guessing what color is Shrek. You know?
and like a lime green. Well, not
Kind of
really lime. It's like kind of like
more-
a mid-tone. Not quite a
more of
grassy
a-
green.
more of a-
Like a yellow green?
I mean, I'd argue like upset grass green. Like you fed it water with yellow food dye or something.
Yeah, like midsummer, like midsummer grass, where it's like kind of yellowy, but it's still got enough, like, it's still getting just enough water to produce chlorophyll.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a plant. I know what's up.
Good for you. I'm proud of you being a plant. You live your best plant life.
Well, I don't know if I'm technically alive, but I will certainly do that.
Excuse you, plants are alive.
Right, but my head's like a skull.
Yeah, but your hands are jelly.
That is true. I do have them jelly hands.
You have jelly hands.
Look, I could do jazz heads now, everybody.
Mm.
What is it? Mega
I'm
Mind?
gonna draw that. I'm gonna turn it into an emoji that only I can use, and I'm just gonna send it to you whenever you annoy me.
Please do.
I'm gonna hold it over you.
Please do. I would love to. Oh, you wouldn't let me use the emoji. You just.
No, it would be my emoji that I use at you. And you could totally never use an emoji stealer on it. Never ever. Because those don't exist.
Do you like recommend any artists that I could go to for commissions anytime soon?
Never gonna commission me again.
Just hit the eject button, just like booster seat, eject, pull the cord.
I mean, I could send you to an artist, but I think you might come back.
I always come back. I'm
That's the importance of having.
But
a good art
I would
style.
love to see that jazz hands emote. So
I will do it.
Oh,
I will
please.
draw it.
Please, I beg you.
I like the idea of it, so I will draw it. Very cool.
Very cool indeed. All right. Well, I believe we have come to a close.
Yes,
Excellent.
we've been chatting for about an hour or
That's
so.
perfect. That's about as long as a piece of media as I'm willing to cut together these days. So, tip
Alright.
the top of my pineapple head to you, fair.
Thank you very
Articat.
much. I hope it was all good and fun for you. It was good and fun for
absolutely.
me.
Absolutely. It was just nice catching up with you again.
Yeah. Anytime.
Hell yeah.
Very fun.
Indeed. So, you got a Switch?
I do have a Switch.
You got Monster Hunter?
No. I should get Monster Hunter though.
You want
I'm
me to
sure.
like get you Monster Hunter, and you have no
You-
excuse?
You wanna trade that for a Jazz Hands pineapple commission?
I see it's in the cards.
Okay. Alright. That sounds good. Sounds good
Hell
to me.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, closing statements. I'm Deluge. I have jelly hands. NoraNekoart. Closing statements.
I'm NoraNekoart. I only have an Instagram. That's about it.
And that Instagram is
Tell NoraNekoart.
NoraNekoart on the screen. Click the link in the description. Boom, boom, pow. Adios.
Thank you so much.
Kissy kiss.
Bye bye.